because it was so over the top. With the Matrix shit and killing all your friends and shit like that.
Well, this one's supposed to be just more gang shit, really.
Right, okay.
Yeah, for this one's more grounded.
How does it feel?
Like more grounded.
At least I left a pretty corpse.
Next time, focus less on outcome.
Like I've heard at least that they're going for like more of like a gameplay from 3 with the story characters and 5 from 2.
Okay. So I'm fine with that. In fact that sounds pretty decent.
That sounds like the best case scenario, honestly, if they pull it off. Because 2, in my opinion, had the best vibe and character and story.
Right, like, I mean, 3 had some dope moments, like climbing up a missile as, like, Aerosmith's playing.
It was actually 4.
Really? Okay, but so that was, like, the end of the 3 vibe? Because after that moment, 4 went bonkers.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was the 3. Oh, okay, wait. Which one is it where you fight your way up like a Statue of Liberty with Burt Reynolds as I Need a Hero plays?
That's 3. That's the end of
That's my shit, dude. Any game where me and Burt Reynolds are back to back, smoking and bandit style, dude, like, goddamn.
Whoops.
Actually, yeah, that moment was so dope.
No crash zone. Alright. Now it can't crash. Good idea.
Trick him up, though.
Oh my god, I'm fucking shooting red versus blue in here.
Ooh. Like, I can say what I'm about to say with reference to Andy. Because I know my family's not gonna end up watching this, but this is the most fun I've had in like 2 months straight, dude.
Before Adrian does something that's just completely like he finds some crazy
This is the stream that reaches global phenomenon status.
Somehow. Adrian finds the best speedrunning glitch that's ever been found in a video game ever.
Beat the game in half a second.
Causing everyone in the world to watch it just because of the viralness.
Dude, not only like the speedrunning tactic with this game, it's just for every game ever, dude. Like, he hacks the Matrix real time IRL.
I bet this game does have some sick speedruns.
Yeah,
probably,
almost,
like me and Adrian talking, it might take a lot of the fun out of it, but you could probably like take notes and walk your way from start to finish in this game in like your first life of a like canonical run.
Yeah, like
and just
ignoring the
everyone.
tutorial.
Like canonically, your guy knows nothing. He wakes up on a beach and just fucking goes posting.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're like, Cole, what the fuck? You've never gone this hard in any of your 374 attempts.
Cole, what are you doing? What are you doing, Cole? Stop it, no!
I'm glad they brought Blink back instead of that down. That's my one thing about playing as Emily in Dishonored 2, dude, is I don't like her, like, teleport thing. Like, her version of it. It's
what is
weird. It's more like a... It's almost like a grappling hook type ability. It's like you shoot like an ethereal hand out of your hand, your wrist or whatever, and like you grab the place you want to like go to, and it, you pull yourself there. So the thing is, I mean, it's fast, which means usually you're not gonna be seen, but you can be seen. Whereas with Blink, you literally like are turning invisible during the travel time.
So the real problem with that ability is it is 9 times cooler to be Spider-Man and web zip behind an enemy who doesn't see you.
The one like thing it has over Blink is the fact that, like, let's say there's like, I don't know, like a weapon or object that you want across the room. You can actually use it to grab things instead of heal yourself.
It is a web zip.
You can also pull enemies with it. So like, let's say there's an enemy like standing like on the edge of a cliff and you're like on the bottom side of the cliff, like pull them off.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this might be heresy, dude. I don't know. To me, it is cooler to Nightcrawler your way up a cliff than to Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, I agree.
Like to teleport your way onto a platform and roundhouse kick someone. Versus just, I'm Spider-Man, and web zip a guy so he trips and falls. I know that's the most unflattering way to phrase it. But
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't really trip and fall. You like yeet him.
yeah, I don't know if I'd even go as far as a yeet. It's yank.
I mean, it's a yeet for sure.
Already got full ammo.
But yeah, so it's like Spider-Man, like walking up and pushing someone via webbing versus Nightcrawler, like just teleporting up there and assassinating style them.
Oh yeah.
Like the teleportation into hand-to-hand combat is faster paced and more stimulating. It's got a lot more dynamics to it to me.
She does have this cool power where she can like turn into a shadow on the ground. You can like stealth with it, so that's pretty cool.
What we were gonna do to my D&D character?
Yeah, I mean, I literally just took that idea from that game.
Really? Because I thought we had talked about that in D&D context before you ever played that game.
I mean, I knew of that power though.
Okay. It's still a cool D&D power to like wall run.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, it's more like ground. It's like you're on the ground.
It's like a Doctor Strange doing the mirror dimension or some shit, dude. It's like shadow realm.
Especially since you can kill people in that form too, which is kind of crazy.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, you like, it's like, you know, the shadow like comes up out of the ground and like grabs them and you like drag them down and like, yeah, do your business.
Okay, and so this brings me to this really weird moment or aspect of conflict for me personally. I typically would say I dislike stealth.
Yeah.
But stealth can be done super dopely in the right context, with the right flair. I feel like a lot of games don't do that. Like, this game does it in a cool way.
Probably like it in Dishonored then.
So, personally, like, I remember seeing some clips of you playing through Dishonored and watching this game. I like the colors of this game better, that, like, drastic contrast of the darkness of what you're doing versus the vibrance of the colors on screen. If you want that more, like, steampunky medieval feel, I definitely understand someone preferring the other this. But, like, for me personally, I like that shit where you climb through steam vents and just blow people up like my boy did right there.
I got an achievement for that. Someone slipped on the blood.
Yeah, like that person just slipped and damn shoddy with the body though.
That was pretty cool. I liked that.
I'm still waiting for this game to give me a revolver though. I mean, like, the 4-pounder's kind of ghost. It's a revolver at heart.
I'm stuck. I'm moving super slow. It's like bugging out, dude. What is happening? It's like I'm like a snail.
I see that, yeah.
It's like it doesn't count me as being injured. There we go.
We're ready.
Oh,
Yeah. To be fair, Dishonored 2 does have more color in it than Dishonored 1 does. Due to the setting being different. So you go to a different city in Dishonored 2, which is more like...
Is it like an England versus France mentality, or...?
More like Spain.
Okay, okay, I can follow that.
I get more of a Spanish influence. I'm trying to remember, what is the city in First Dishonored called, AJ?
I can't remember. It's been quite a minute. It does have a pretty, like...
It has a cool name.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I might be fixing, like, if anyone ever watches this video, I might be fixing to catch all kinds of hell. But the first Dishonored game and Thief, very similar worlds to me.
Well, yeah, it's the same art, guys. Like, I'm telling you, man, every one of these games, BioShock, Dishonored, Prey, Thief, Deus Ex, have all at least one developer that is like, it's like a shared heritage of like,
right. But so to me, like, there is an element of BioShock that is wholly unique, like that world alone.
Same with Prey. And System
Prey
Shock.
is in space. I have no idea what System Shock actually is. I've heard Shane like cream over it, but I've never played it myself. I don't know what it's about.
It's good.
This game has this time loop 70s element to it, but like Thief and Dishonored, it's like, are you an assassin or are you a thief who kills
It's like
everyone?
grimdark steampunk almost.
Yeah, and so of all the games that might fall within this genre, those are the two that, to me, on a color palette wise at least, fall the most similar.
Yeah.
I just found a Deathloop guide for every weapon. Let's see what we got here.
Wow.
Okay, we got the Spiker. That's the Nair gun.
Yeah, that shit's good. I want to find like a purple version of it, and I'll probably keep that
We got the
stocked up.
Tribunal. My boy
that
like
one.
it. It's
I like
got that broom handle shit, dude.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
We got the Uzi. It's not an Uzi. It's more like a.
The LMP?
It's called the Limp 10.
LIMP, okay. Light machine pistol.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it the Limp 10 though. And it's just the LIMP 10. To me, I can't read it as anything other than limp.
No, like they call it limp. I think it's like a joke in this game. They call it the limp.
Okay. The compensator. The 4-pounder though. High caliber. Dual wield.
Right now.
Yes. Location everywhere. We got the repeller. I know you've used it, but I don't remember it. No, it's not repeller. Rapier?
Yeah, it's like a single shot.
Yeah,
rifle.
it's like a
Kinda
break
thing.
action hunting rifle build.
Yeah.
It might be
It's got
shotgun,
real.
but it
It's
has
not a
hunting
shotgun,
rifle
but
vibes.
it's got a hell of a kick. I don't really like it because
Yeah.
it's literally only one shot and you have to reload. So it's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I thought there was an ammo thing up
Okay,
here.
ooh, for the MG1 pepper meal? It has like a, so it says a small file.
Oh yeah, it's like an LMG.
Everywhere really, heckin' good plane, Arsenal meat, Carl's Bay afternoon. It to me, looking at it, it's just a round barreled like LMG or assault rifle.
Kind of looks like the assault rifle from the assault rifle from Fallout 4.
I could see that. I've not played that game personally.
It's got the round.
I can see that.
It's a round tube, you know, and then kind of.
And then there's your just
fire.
like traditional pistol grip shotgun with a butt stock, the Bopat trencher.
I think this is technically a trencher.
And then we got the Starlock.
Oh no, that's what I'm using.
That my boy's using right now.
Let's see if I can like really get one more turn just to be extra safe.
Oh, what's this? Constancy automatic. Yeah.
I think that's the gun. Is that the pistol, automatic pistol thing? Because I think I just got that from that guy.
So it's a pistol where the mag is like double mags that slap in from the side.
I had just gotten that one before the game crashed on me.
No.
We're about to get it again though. Once I get this third turret, dude, they're about to walk out into hell. What?
The Strelok Verso, it looks like just dual-wield pistols. I mean, they're sick, but it looks like just, pistols.
Come on.
And then there's that Britannia.
No. Stop. Don't waste your ammo. Okay, now, are they coming out? They're coming out?
Heritage gun?
Coming out? Okay. Now activate.
Ooh, the Heritage gun does look nice. It's like a lever action pistol. What the fuck? Okay, so from them, this has looking at, there's no true revolver. So yeah.
Closest you got, I think, would be the 4-pounder.
The 4-pounder definitely has the look and feel like the gun that you point it, you ain't got many shots, so you make them count, but when they hit, they hit. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. That the game, or the gamers may not, but the 4-pounder is a revolver without the cylinder, dude. Like, it is the revolver. Like, the way it feels, sounds, handles.
Shit! Fucking ammo. Fuck my butt.
Wait,
Yeah.
when you respawn, they don't give you more ammo?
No.
Dude, they trying to rip my boy off.
Yeah, it's alright. There's so many turrets around here. Let me just make sure to turn this one on my side.
Right.
Yeah, I really wish I had some ammo. I'd be fine in that case. I only have 4 shots on this thing.
Alright, Danny, give me some relief. I feel like I've been talking shit ton.
What do I mean?
I don't know, just give us some enlightening conversation.
Yeah, do it.
This is the exact moment it goes fucking
Alright,
flat,
so
not
after
flat.
days of research,
Yeah.
I've come to the conclusion. I don't really think ghosts are. At least not.
But even after the guy who farted on his roommate's door and the ghost floated past the screen.
You know, or at least I don't think that. Like,
how is he not fucking dead? That motherfucker. Holy fuck. I got 4 shots on this shotgun. I gotta make them count.
It's insanity. Yeah. Or at least if they are. I don't think the way we go about trying to like dispose them is like the right way.
Okay, I like it. Continue.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just pretty much saying, you know, if they were real, or if finally, Jesus. Or if the methods that we have historically used this past 20, 30 years, or maybe even longer, to like gain evidence of their existence. I feel like we're doing something wrong. I feel like we're looking at the wrong places. Using the wrong tools. I don't know what the right ones would be necessarily, because like again,
right. It's very non-scientific.
No definitive evidence. And what's bad too is we live in this age where like it's so easy to fake it.
It's easier to fake it than prove it. Yeah.
Yeah, and that honestly muddies the water, because it's like, you might watch, you know, like I have this past like half week, whatever. You might watch like 100+ videos, and like 99 out of 100 of those were fake, and one of them was real, but you have no idea which one was real because of all the fake ones.
Right.
I think
and when an A24 film has more proof of ghosts than any scientific data,
I think
you gotta
problem
ask,
is
what
like,
is A24 on that we're not?
I feel like the most convincing evidence for a ghost would literally only be experiential, like it would only be through, what do they call it, like anecdotal, like only if you have experienced it, I feel like, could you really feel or truly believe it, because like there's no evidence you can capture like that through a visual medium or whatever that you could really
We're
believe.
the same age.
Or that would actually convince you.
The only way I could be slightly convinced is if one of you guys showed me, like recorded it and showed me it, and you swore like to God that you didn't like, you know, make a funny video.
If I were like experiencing ghosting, I would much rather just to experience it and then not have to try to capture it, because I don't feel like you'd ever fucking capture something like that. I don't know.
Not unless you were trying to begin with.
I feel like if you try to, almost in some weird pseudo way, it just doesn't work. Like I feel like the universe like would just fight back, even if you did have some sort of like fucking. I feel like it's one of those like quantum, fucking weird ass multiple universe things.
I did read some interesting theories on Reddit, on the Ghost subreddit, about how like it's definitely possible that ghosts don't really have consciousness in the way that humans do. Or
that clicks, okay.
Which may explain like poltergeist activity, whereas like it just seems like ghosts like do random stupid shit. Like, if, you know, assuming that any of those.
Holy fuck! That guy just killed himself for fun, I think. Sorry.
Suicide is badass.
I saw that. Assuming that, you know, all that poltergeist, any of those videos are real, assuming that, or they're just like moving chairs or like throwing a ball.
Hello? Come on!
Right, and so I feel like I vaguely know what you're talking about. It's like,
yeah, you know, you
I've
watch a
seen
video
it
and it's like,
frequently referred to
chair,
also,
you know,
like ghosts just have such a strict routine. Because they don't know what's happening around them, they're like stuck in some paradox almost. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it may not even be like conscious or even a being so much as an echo of a life that once was.
Right. I've seen that kind of stuff too. It's like someone who is reliving their last day almost on an infinite loop.
Not even that. Like, it's possible not even consciously there. Like, it's literally just like the energies. It's like, let's say your grandpa
cosmic impression imprints.
Exactly.
Okay, so yeah,
let's say
in
your
other
grandpa
things, it's
every
like
single day would like sit and like in his rocking chair and rock it like every day, like
right.
And that like weird like sentimental routine slash, you know, just like it's as if that, like you said, like imprints on reality almost.
Okay, so I don't know if this is legit or not, but I have read a book about people who essentially hunt things that go bump in the night. And so they used a term and kind of a definition for this, like ghost versus ghost.
Ghast, like G-H.
Yeah, ghast. Like a ghast is more
That's
of
a Witcher creature, is it not?
Well, this is the book I read that kind of described it more so is
Looks
the
like a Star Wars
Spooks
gun.
Apprentice, and as that book of or
What the fuck did you
franchise
call
of
me?
books rather, Spooks Apprentice is a franchise of books, not a slur, I swear.
A franchise of racist propaganda.
I mean, it could be. But
Why
the
are
way
ghosts
that
white, dude?
this franchise made it out to be is 7th sons of a 7th son could be born with a supernatural ability to detect things that go bump in the night. And as a result of all of that, it is kind of laid out that some of the things that go bump in the night are ghosts and ghouls and kind of that motif.
Bet you I can see to it that he gets
but
burned.
one of the things that franchise laid out is the difference between ghost and ghast or ghost or however you say it, with a ghost being a haunting personification of someone who once lived, and a ghast or ghost, however you're supposed to say it, being more of a shade or almost ripple of a once existing person that isn't even sentient of what's happening. It's just kind of hearing the ramification or an echo of what was there.
I hope.
Talk to me, boy, please.
Hey, it was just about this game, so I don't want to seem like I was just. I didn't hear what you said, but talking.
No, anything, dude. Like
okay.
I extended every bit of IQ I had on that.
I exchanged this legendary, like this machine pistol. I do like the 4-pounder better, but I want to try to get this in stock. I hope me switching that pistol out doesn't mean that I lost infused gear, because I've yet to have exchanged infused gear, so I don't know if I'll get it back.
I see what you're
life.
saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
You know what? Nope, nah, because last time I looped, I didn't have this limp 10 here. And you get that, like, you find that in the beginning of the game. And that gets looped with you, so I think the other one should be looped with me as well.
Okay, so have you used this
Constancy automatic? I have. A little bit. I used it, like, I ran out of ammo for it when I was shooting somebody.
Right, because it is an automatic pistol.
Yeah, I much prefer the 4-pounder, but since it's a legendary, I figured I'd cop it.
Okay.
I feel like that's a good move.
Okay, yeah. Because if you're gonna have an assault rifle or an limp 10 or something,
I might as well
equivalential.
I might as well have this if I'm gonna have the
It's yeah.
This is better.
Because this is the spray and pray combo between the limp 10 and the yoke.
Yeah. So I think we also did learn something useful about that guy as well. He, at some point, I think it's at the evening possibly, he's the one that does those fireworks at night. So I think it was implying that I could blow up the fireworks and like kill him with the fireworks or some shit. I still didn't find, like my original goal for even going to that place was to go to that chick's fortress, but I decided just to kill this guy instead. But
dude, I'm gonna be honest. I can't think of a game that was built like this one. This one's just run different.
it is. It do hit different. That's very true.
Because like the time of day is different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would have definitely played this game if it was on current gen, but it's that next gen level.
Well, at least someone here, so we can at least see it. At least y'all know that the game is good, though. At least
Yeah. It's like, while I've watched a lot of you playing this game, I've not watched every moment, so I could still probably play this game myself and get some level of,
Yeah. Well, plus you could play it completely differently. Like, that's kind of what these games are built
That's
for.
true. For all I know, I could beat it my first run through with nothing but a 4-pounder.
Yeah.
Just fucking give him that Burger King level shit.
That would be sick.
The Burger King build, though.
Yeah. The King's build.
But no, I'd like to hear, like, do y'all actually believe in any, like, supernatural anything? Not necessarily ghosts, but...
What I was just saying, I kind of believe in, like, I think there's some sort of weird, like, I kind of believe in the whole multiverse thing, and I don't see any reason why those things, if they're similar to our own reality, wouldn't bleed into each other, and, like, weird quantum shit going on.
Right.
Yeah, that's another thing I read about, too. Another possibility.
I feel like that's the most common definition of deja vu.
Yeah.
I've
also heard that deja vu is, like, anxiety-induced misfirings of neurons, I think. I've heard that somewhere. I can't remember where.
Then why are they right? No!
I don't know. Our brains are fucking weird. That could be the other thing, is like maybe we're just, like, okay, let's just take it like, 1500, so just like 500 years ago, we didn't even, we just figured out that the sun, or like we revolve around the sun, like there could be just misconceptions we have about established things that, we just don't currently have a holistic understanding of. Hip fire. Fuck that. Sacrifice that. I hate hip fire, dude. I'm not a hip fire fan. In general.
Nah.
Not in this kind of game.
Mostly every shooter. Game. Yeah.
In Call of Duty, where you don't have enough time to fucking shoulder it, I can see a little more so. But this one, it's like,
most shooters, I enjoy looking down them sights.
I suppose.
Sometimes blasting with a shotgun from the hip is kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, that should be the strength of the shotgun. Yeah. Is the hip fire ability.
Yeah. What time of day is it in this game? It is noon. Okay, plenty of time. I can show you. Actually, Daddy, I wanted to show you the one arena this guy's in, so I can just go back there and do the thing again. It looks kind of cool. But let me get the loadout right first. That way, if I fuck up.
So Danny asking about my thoughts of like a supernatural though. That's.
Yeah, I know you were like considering all that psychic business.
So I don't know. There's a lot of levels. It's like on the LOL, ha ha ha. It's like there is the psychic business. Then there's the whole spiritualism element, and then there's the whole what actually matters.
Okay.
Because like, there's a difference between religion and spirituality, and what
Religion's
actually
just
matters between both of those.
Would you say like religion's kind of like just the human doctrine, like doctrine of spirituality almost, like?
So in my modern day and age, because dude, I've been thinking about this a lot
as opposed to your historical ancient day and age.
Right. So in the modern day and age, it's like Christianity in a Western philosophy standpoint is the most accepted. But at the same time, it's like there's a lot of gaps and openings in those philosophies, what's being said, what's being done. So it's like,
dude. I mean,
all honesty, it's much easier for me to take more of an agnostic point of view, where I believe in a power greater than my comprehension, but I can't say that I 100% dedicate myself to a doctrine.
Especially the way that the Southern Baptists do it.
Right, like the South is so bad for that.
Where you pretty much take anything your preacher says as gospel, even though you could go to a church down the street and that preacher's going to say something different.
On a purely scientific level, because I've always tried to conduct myself with the utmost logic, even though I've done some of the dumbest shit possible.
Yeah.
As my boy Adrian is laughing at me, dude. Boy, I've done some dumb shit just to prove that you can survive doing it. From a purely logical standpoint, with a scientific mindset, it's like...
Yeah. Alright.
In order to believe in the Big Bang, like, this is some heavy level shit for a goddamn playthrough. But
this is that level
to believe in the
Deathloop
Big
you
Bang, you must believe in potential energy. And I have never known of any potential energy that has been able to make itself activate upon its own intent.
Okay, yeah, but you could also say, scientifically, logically, there is a thing called entropy, which is the chaos of energy in the universe. So technically,
there is, but at the same time, that entropy is almost the way of describing everything that we're not able to comprehend and calculate ourselves.
I guess, but that's the idea of like entropy, as in like, okay, let's say you left your house and you left it for like 10 years.
Right.
Your house is naturally gonna decay, and things are just gonna fucking happen because they do. And that's kind of this, or not because they do, because, you know, it requires some sort of fuck me, dude. I'm not.
Right.
I'm
but
not good with
at the
entropy.
same time, that entropy is going to be the effects of how you left things on however a minute scale, interacting with the amount of time they have. Whereas, like, what is, from a purely scientific, all actions require an equal and opposite action for the triggering of them. In a world where nothing exists, as I can only assume once upon a time we're supposed to believe, what was the initial thing that made contact, that rippled with all of this cosmic chaos? You know, for all potential energy, we have to have that one thing that causes it to move that initial amount.
Yeah. So you're not saying
because, like,
what?
a marble on the top of a slide has potential energy. But until it's released, it's just at neutral.
Like, you're not saying what is the Big Bang. You're like, why is it the Big Bang?
Right, and it's like, why is the Big Bang? And so that has become my current philosophy on.
So I just looked up
a holy being is original object in which caused this thing to ignite.
So I just looked up just like a quick Google search, even like what caused the Big Bang.
Right.
And this is a quick answer from a science BBC thing.
Please give it to me. I've been too stupid to think of Googling it.
The Big Bang is the moment that space or space-time came to existence. Before the Big Bang, there was no space or time. So it's actually meaningless. So it's actually meaningless to ask what caused the Big Bang to happen, because there was no universe in which that cause could have existed. There could have been no why.
Is that nihilism?
Because there could have been no why, because there was actually no space or time for any meaning or like any force to actually have existed.
Okay.
Is this nihilism? Fucking butterfly move.
Right. But so I hear that, and at the same time, it's like, as I have been told in science class, all matter cannot be destroyed or created. It can be converted.
You are one cold-blooded
but it's always
bastard.
existed. Like, all atoms have always
You
been
don't want
there.
to talk about murdering your friend Frank?
I suppose
How
this
they've
is the moment
chosen
where
to
the got all
hang out
curious
can
and started asking
change.
questions.
Usually, yes. That is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, well, I don't need you this time.
But you've always had the
Sorry.
same amount of atoms within. Is it the universe or reality? Or I don't know how to even quantify such a grandiose number. But it's like something had to happen that caused the Big Bang. Even if the definition says nothing caused it, it just happened. As we understand science, something, even if it is beyond quantifiable concept, did that. And so, to me, that has become...
That's a rough one. That's a rough one.
Yeah, that kind of God concept. And religion, as a result, is this thing that we do to give our lives meaning and understanding. I don't know how that fits in yet.
What do you give the, like, what would you, if you had to give a why to, like, there are, like, countless shared experiences of people doing, like, DMT and stuff and seeing, like, a God particle or seeing these different similar things. Why do you think that would be, like, they claim to see, like, you know, patterns of the universe and all that kind of crazy shit.
Yeah, man, I saw the universe on acid.
Right.
You mean like a law of averages kind of ordeal?
I guess. Like, it's... I find it... maybe it's something about how just our brains work, trying to find order in things, because, like, that's really what our consciousness was built off of, was, like, you know, hunting and gathering, but having consciousness to do so in memory and, like, self-reflection and self-actualization and shit.
Because the human mind automatically wants to have a reason to dig deep and persevere.
Right, and because we needed to do things like that. Really,
we need a motivation. We need something better than ourselves to strive to.
You were talking about,
we need something to push us.
How people who are otherwise, you know, disconnected, never met, whatever, have, like, done DMT, for instance, and had, like, these similar experiences in which they like, seen, like, the form of the universe and shit.
Yes, and also you could look at...
Okay, the commonality of completely random occurrences?
Yes, but also you could look at like civilizations and stuff that have never had any contact or any means to contact each other. Have had very similar religious or spiritual beliefs about the universe and shit. Have come to the same conclusions and whatnot, even though they have no reason
to me, that all goes
so.
back to this originator of a God concept of what first made existence possible. Because before we had science, it was magic. And slowly we bridged the gap, but there are still these concepts that are just so fringe
science has
that they can't help but be the bridge. And so, like, to me, it's very hard to quantify that. Man, this is shit I've been, like, pondering in depth lately, and I've not been able to come up with a resolute answer. Because, like, what y'all just brought up is, like, the main thing that makes it impossible to roll out. Like, the reoccurrence of this makes it seem like science is less and less likely to be an explanation.
Well, science is more of a method than it is like a set of beliefs.
That's true. I mean, like, the first thing we're taught in a science class is the scientific method.
That's what science really is. It's
Yet, like oddly enough, science is taught as the opposite of religion, the blind faith. And science is the understanding of the practices actually underlying it.
The observation of reality and then making...
Right. And so there is this awkward middling where God, and I can't remember where I first kind of heard this term, but the God of the in-between, the God of the unknown, the God of the undetermined.
That's in that iceberg.
Probably was Windigoon?
Yeah, that was in the iceberg, yeah.
That's just the nature of religion, though. Like, if religion could be proven, then it would be scientific. They don't necessarily have to be
true.
Opposites, yeah.
Yet science has been unable to tell me what was the Big Bang. It says it was completely random chaos. It happened. Don't worry about that part. It's what happened after that matters.
To bring the why back into it, I feel like science is more of a what, and then like religion, spirituality, whatever you want to, philosophy even, you call it.
Right, so it's like science is what, where spirituality is the why.
I mean, that's how I kind of see it.
Right, okay, yeah, I can vibe with that. And so, like, there's this weird element of, like, an agnostic, like, people who claim to be solely of one faith, one belief, one practice, who tell anyone else they're wrong. It just doesn't feel right. To me personally, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's like, at the same time, science has been unable to produce answers. May never be able to produce answers, at least in my lifetime. Which creates this internal conflict of...
Wait, answers for what? Like the meaning of everything?
Oh, I mean, ultimately, yeah. What is the meaning of existence? Like, on a scientific level, or an animalistic level, it's to preserve your own genetic code. So you procreate, you breed, you
This is how we slip into fascism.
You have, because that's all your brain knows to do. And everything else you do is just a distraction from that fact.
Sort of, but the brain also is trying to... Okay,
right.
I get what you mean.
Right.
I get what you mean.
And so there's that other side where it's like, I'm trying to understand, and there are thousands and millions and billions of people who have dedicated themselves not to the animalistic pursuits of self-preservation and the conservation of their genetic coding and their lineage, but to the expansion of understanding of the universe.
This chat. Sorry, I am listening.
Like, dude, I am so struggling to keep up with what we're talking about. Like, this is so above my head.
The funny, you're struggling to keep up with what you're talking about.
Religion class, and this is shit I've been pondering for so long. It interests me so much, but I am possibly, of all the people willing to talk about this subject, I might be the least adequate or worthy of such conversation.
No, I mean,
I think we all are worthy of it.
Yeah, I mean,
got some drift going on, so I just gotta...
I'll give you that. Like, ultimately, we are all worthy of it because we should all be asking these questions.
Yeah, I mean, we're part of it, so I think that means we can at least talk about it.
And the fact that we're asking these questions might elevate us above that of the layman.
Yes.
Because we're not just going by status quo. Like, we're saying, what is the meaning, not just, okay, TV said, fuck bitches, get money.
Indubitably, my dear Perry Chum.
We're all raising his fucking tea glasses and wearing our monocles.
The dull Dross masses.